টাইমও হয়ে গেছে। আজকে আমাদের ইন্টার্নশিপের চতুর্থ দিন। আমরা গত বছর থেকেই ইন্ডিয়ান মেট্রোলজিক্যাল সোসাইটির সঙ্গে কোলাবোরেশনে আমাদের ইন্টার্নশিপ করছি। তা এবারের ইন্টার্নশিপটা গত বছরের থেকে একটু আলাদা, তার কারণ আমরা প্রভু জগৎবন্ধু কলেজ এবং আন্তা কলেজ যৌথভাবে হাত মিলিয়েছি এবারে ইন্টার্নশিপ করবার জন্য। এবং গত বছর আমাদের আজকের যিনি স্পিকার, আমাদের আইএমএস এর চেয়ারম্যান, প্রখ্যাত আবহবিজ্ঞানী, আর তিনি ভারতবর্ষের আবহবিজ্ঞান দপ্তর, আমাদের ইন্ডিয়ান মেট্রোলজিক্যাল যে ডিপার্টমেন্ট, সেই ডিপার্টমেন্টের আলিপুর আবহাওয়া অফিসের অধিকর্তা। এছাড়াও তিনি অ্যাকচুয়ালি বহু বছর পুনে বিভাগে কর্মরত ছিলেন এবং বহু বছর তিনি গবেষণা এবং শিক্ষকতা একই সঙ্গে চালিয়ে গেছেন এবং এই বিষয়ে তার যথেষ্ট খ্যাতি রয়েছে। আজকে যে ওনাকে আমরা আমাদের মধ্যে পেয়েছি, এটা আমাদের কাছে খুবই সৌভাগ্য, কারণ ছাত্রছাত্রীরা জানবে যে গতবার আমরা যে বজ্রপাতে মৃত্যু রোধ করবার জন্য ইন্টার্নশিপ করিয়েছিলাম ছাত্রছাত্রীদের, এবং তারা ভীষণভাবে জিনিসটা জেনে সমৃদ্ধ হয়েছিল। এবং আমাদের যেহেতু আমাদের একটু রুরাল সাইডের কলেজ, আর এলাকার মানুষ কলেজের সঙ্গে খুব সম্পৃক্ত থাকে, তাই যখন আমাদের ছেলেমেয়েরা নানান ধরনের সামাজিক ক্যাম্পেইন তৈরি করেছিল, তারা ভীষণভাবে সাধুবাদ জানিয়েছিল। তাই এবারেও আমরা একটু অন্যভাবে এইটাকে সাজিয়েছি। আজকে এই আবহবিজ্ঞানী শ্রী দত্ত তোমাদের সঙ্গে আলোচনা করবেন, সেটা হচ্ছে যে আবহবিজ্ঞানের যে একেবারে বেসিক আদি জিনিসগুলো, সেইগুলোই খুব সহজ ভাষায় তোমাদের সামনে তিনি তুলে ধরবেন। ঠিক আছে, আমরা এবারে আর সময় নষ্ট করব না, তোমরা মন দিয়ে ওনার কথা শুনবে এবং উনি যদি কিছু প্রশ্ন করেন বা তোমাদের কোনো প্রশ্ন থাকে ওনার সঙ্গে সেটা সহযোগিতা করবে। ঠিক আছে স্যার, এবারে তাহলে আপনি শুরু করুন।
Thank you very much for your introduction about me. First of all, I wish to express my sincere thanks for giving me an opportunity to speak a few words and to discuss few things with your students, with the students of your esteemed college. So as such, I don't know that how much you will be benefited, but I feel myself very much fortunate that I got this opportunity to discuss with these birds. So now, actually, this proposal I gave it to Professor Saroda Mandal. So actually, what happened? I understand that all you are studying climate science, climatology, so many things. But one thing, actually, it is being said in our fraternity that without knowing the weather, you cannot talk about the climate. I mean, without knowing the atmosphere, without knowing that a few basics of the atmosphere, you cannot go ahead actually. So for that, actually, I just suggested her that you can have a talk on basics of atmospheric science. Okay, because sometimes back I discussed this thing with lot of students at your Central Glass Research Institute, Jadavpur. So this will be, I hope that this will be really helpful for you. You can, students and anyone can ask me any question. Okay, so with this small, and again thanking to all of you. As such, I am extremely sorry, Madam Saroda invited me to her college, but due to official difficulties, personal difficulties, and considering the distance and Calcutta road transport condition, road traffic condition, actually, I could not go. Okay, so but definitely I will try to make a visit to your college, madam. So with this, actually, now I am sharing my screen.
থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার। আপনি যে বললেন যে আমাদের কলেজে আপনি আসবেন, খুবই ভালো। আমরা অধীর আগ্রহে তার জন্য অপেক্ষা করব।
নিশ্চয়ই আসবো,
ঠিক আছে স্যার, এবারে আপনি আপনার বক্তব্য শুরু করুন।
I hope the screen is seen by everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, sir.
It is visible, sir.
Full screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the topic of my lecture. This we can leave. So first of all, we should know what is atmosphere. Atmosphere is nothing but a mixture of gases surrounding the Earth's surface, which is given in the adjoining table. These are the different gases which constitute the atmosphere. So major gases are your nitrogen, which is there about 78%. You can see maximum constituent. Then after that it is oxygen, 20.95, about 21%. Then after that argon, then water vapor, very less but play very important role, 0 to 5%. Similarly carbon dioxide, very less, 380 ppm, but plays very important role with this much itself. Then neon, helium, all these things are there. Methane is also there. It is also, as per its presence, it is very less, but amount is less, but plays very important role. And this ozone and nitrous oxide, these are also less, but they play very important role. So these are the different, and these are the different layers of the atmosphere. You know, in the total atmosphere, they are having many layers. Lowermost is your troposphere, then stratosphere, then mesosphere, like that. Actually, so many layers are there. Now we are living in the troposphere. We are mainly interested for the troposphere. So there are certain characteristics of troposphere are there, that it is the lowest layer of the Earth's atmosphere. We can understand most of the mass, about 75 to 80% of the atmosphere is in the troposphere. That's why troposphere is so important. And most types of clouds are found in the troposphere, and almost all weather occurs in troposphere. And troposphere is by far the wettest layer of the atmosphere. And air is warmest at the bottom of the troposphere, near the ground level, and air gets colder as one rises through the troposphere, and air pressure and air density also decreases with height upward in the troposphere up to tropopause. And tropopause is the boundary between troposphere and stratosphere. Tropopause also having a very typical character, interesting characteristic, which we will see. Now, what is the vertical thermal structure? In the troposphere, temperature decreases with height. You can see temperature has decreases with height. Decreases with height as the source of thermal effect in the troposphere is surface of the. Because why? Because what happened? Earth's surface directly receives the solar radiation. We call it solar insolation, solar heating. Okay, and immediately in response, Earth's surface gets heated. Earth's surface become another one heat source. So therefore, any habitant in the troposphere, if it moves away from the Earth's surface, that means it is moving away from that heat source, that is Earth's surface. So naturally temperature will decrease. There is another one reason for temperature decrease is there, because as we go, because we have seen 75 to 80% masses is in the troposphere. So therefore, as we go up, definitely atmospheric mass will become lesser and lesser and lesser. What does it means? It means density is becoming very smaller and smaller. That means volume is becoming more and more. And as the density decreases, temperature also cools down. Because we know volumic increase means what? What physical process can lead to increase in volume? This is nothing but your expansion. Nothing but your expansion. And we all know very well that if expansion takes place, then what happened? Some works needs to be done by the gases, okay, to get rid of the intermolecular attractions of the gas molecules. And for that, it requires some energy, and that energy it takes from the thermal energy of the gas. As a result of which, thermal energy of the gas reduce. Thermal energy means you can understand, that is heat energy reduce, as a result of which temperature decreases. And in the stratosphere, there is another one thing. Stratosphere is also very important. In the stratosphere, as the middle of the stratosphere, there is ozone is there, and ozone plays a very important role. Whatever solar radiation is coming, in the solar radiation, actually there is one part is there, that is called ultraviolet part. That ultraviolet part, it is desired that it should not reach at the Earth's surface, because it causes harm on the living body. So, and that ozone, what it does, ozone absorbs this ultraviolet ray, and protecting it. So in the status, and as a result of which you can understand, again ozone becomes a source of heat. So in the stratosphere, due to absorption of ultraviolet radiation by ozone, temperature increases with height, which you can see in the picture also. You can see. And in the mesosphere, again, it behaves just like troposphere, only temperature decreases with height. And in the thermosphere, all this ionic, all this thing, that means all molecular reaction is there, exothermic chemical reactions are taking places actually. So due to that, their heat is released and their temperature increases. In the thermosphere, temperature increases with height, and all the weather phenomena takes place in the troposphere only, as I already told. Now, in the atmosphere, we see many weather. We feel many weather also. Today I am feeling very hot as compared to yesterday, or today I am feeling more moist as compared to yesterday. Like this, so now all these things are happening due to many processes. Physical processes are taking place in the atmosphere. Number one is heating and cooling. In the atmosphere, somewhere heating is taking place, somewhere cooling. Just for example, equatorial region. In the equatorial region, maximum solar radiation is received. So therefore, heating is there, and due to heating, temperature is also there. But at the higher latitude, polar region, there cooling is there. Cooling, why cooling? Two reasons. One is your solar radiation received less, and there is a lot of glaciations are also there. So heating cooling process is there. Another one process is there. You don't worry about the name. There is a physical process is that it is called adiabatic process. This process is nothing. This process is that suppose you consider one sample of air, okay, isolated sample of air. Now suppose right now its pressure, temperature, density is something. Now you change its pressure, temperature, and all these things. But during this change, you have to ensure that that no heat from the outside should be added, or if any heat is generated during this changing process, then that heat should remain there. This type of process is known as adiabatic process. So in the